not too long ago, y'all, that I was sitting at my bank account in my house just wondering like, wow, when will stuff get better for me? I'm trying so hard, I'm doing everything I can, but it still feels like nothing is working. I need extra income. I want to get paid for being myself. I just want to live. I want to be free. I want to experience things, and I can't do that right now because of my financial situation. Trust me, I've been there. I felt stuck, I felt exhausted, I felt tired, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I am so tired of being God's toughest soldier. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I was like, when will this end? Something has got to change. But in order for something to change, I had to realize that I had to change. And that means coming out of a different mindset, you know, trying new things and really just believing that I could do so. I'm waking up and I'm thinking, is this it? Like, do I just get up, work, go to sleep, take a shower, do the same cycle? I know that I'm worth more. I know that I can be more, but I just have to figure out how I can do that. Fast forward to now, y'all, I could do a lot of things. I could take care of my family. I could travel the world. I'm less stressed. I feel at peace. And that's because I decided to bet on myself, pick myself up from a dark place, and really get to work and stay focused. Really believe that I could do the things that other people are doing, that I'm seeing other people doing, and instill that into me. What had happened to really change this was seeing that people were making money online, seeing that people would take this phone and turn it into an asset, not just a liability. Not anything that I'm just sitting here scrolling, laughing, engaging, but I'm actually making money from my phone, from my content, and I'm touching people's lives. I was seeing people who wasn't working crazy hours at company be able to bring in a substantial amount of income, and I'm like, well, if they could do it, I can do it. At first, I'm not gonna lie, I was overwhelmed. I'm like, how is this gonna work for me? I don't really have an audience. I'm gonna have to build some stuff up. I'm gonna have to do all of that. But at the same time, y'all, I was so hungry. I was so ready to go. I'm doing it. Now look at me. I'm a Stand Store ambassador, y'all. I'm getting paid from online. Like, I'm posting about my products. I'm creating income from my phone. I'm helping thousands of people. Like, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. I spent months researching, testing things out, getting the results, trying new things, and I'm going to share everything that I've learned with you so that you can be successful in this online space. The first thing I had to determine was, okay, I want to make money in my sleep. I want to be able to wake up to sales on my phone. I want to be able to just not have to worry about expenses. So how am I going to do that? The first thing I'm going to do is lock in. I'm going to stop making excuses. I'm going to do the work. I'm going to do the research, and I'm going to make this a reality. I'm done playing around. Now, a lot of people choose to start by themselves, but I'm telling you, if you would like, I would recommend getting a mentor or getting people who are already doing things like me and literally learning from them and learning what to do, how to do it, the steps and everything, because it cuts the time in half. It's really like a shortcut. But if you don't want to, all you have to do is start researching and, like I said, just lock into whatever it is that you want to do. Now, if you want something that is easy, quick, hurry up, I need money, I just want money, I just want sales, this video is not for you. You can go ahead and click off. I'm being completely honest, because what we are building here is a sustainable business. We're helping, we're serving, we're solving people's problems. It's not just me, money. It's how many people I can help to be able to generate income as well. It's not a me type of thing. It's not a get rich thing. It's a, okay, I want to lock in, I want to build a business, I want to make an impact, and I want to get paid while doing it. If you're committed, if you're ready to learn, if you want to know all the tea, I need you to go ahead and type in the comments, I'm ready, I'm committed, okay? I need you to go ahead and type that. I'm ready, I'm committed. You have to lock in to this sort of stuff. This is not anything you could just build overnight. We are building a brand. That means you need to cut all excuses and get to work. So guys, what I decided to do is sell digital products. Now, what is a digital product? A digital product is anything that you can get online. Now, don't overthink this. This, like I said in my past videos, it could be a checklist, a workbook, a music file, an audio file, anything that somebody can receive online. I know people selling Google Documents, PDFs, whatever somebody can buy online that they can get virtually and into their email is a digital product. And digital products can also be services as well, like consulting calls, coaching calls, phone calls, video calls, anything like that. These are things that people will pay for to have their problem solved. Everybody wants their problem solved. You just got to figure out what that problem is. And it might sound difficult at first, but I promise you it's not. So what you're going to do first is find your niche, okay? And a lot of Now, some people get intimidated when you say find a niche. They're like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. I don't know who to attract. I don't know. Don't overthink it like that. Like, you can be a solution to anything. And it doesn't have to be a big problem. It could be a little problem. Like, for example, I was a website designer. I was selling website templates for people who wanted a done for you website or anything. Like, I helped a travel agent be able to sell her experiences. She went to different places that people haven't went to. So she saw her knowledge of what to do in this country, what not to do in this country. I've had a student who I've taught how to use her couponing skills, you know, having people learn how to coupon to get their groceries cheaper, how to shop healthier, how to grow your hair, whatever it is, how to garden, how to do different things, whatever it is you know how to do. You can literally solve that problem. Like I said, it does not have to be something monumental. It doesn't have to move the full, you know, wave, but it just has to solve a problem, and that problem can be minor. I had another person who was teaching relationship advice, okay, how to train dogs. It's so many different things that you can decide to teach somebody. So don't overthink. Now, what's going to make you the most money is to make sure that you actually validate this problem. And what I mean by that is doing research on the back end to make sure that people are actually struggling with this problem. So you do that with research, and you can do that by askthepublic.com. You can look at Reddit forums. You can go on TikTok and search your niche in TikTok and see what people are talking about and what they're dealing with. And then what you're going to do next is take those ideas and then create content. All right. So in order to create content, you have to do two things. For one, you have to set up your social media profiles. Okay. And by social media profiles, I mean TikTok, Instagram, Threads, Pinterest, wherever you feel like your audience will be, set up that platform for the most success. Okay. Because this is where you're going to be marketing your content. This is where you're going to be talking about these people problems to get traffic to your store. So you need to make sure that you have your social media platform set up for success so that people know that you are the go-to for this thing. And also, when it comes to the niche, make sure that you actually want to talk about it, because you will be creating content all day, every day in order to get people to get to your store. And if you don't like talking about it, then you're going to hate to create the content. So keep that in mind. Now, if you're somebody who don't really like to post content, but you have the funds to do so, I would recommend ads. But if you are in a tight budget and you really want to start digital marketing for free, use these free social media platforms, create free content on these platforms, and be able to get traffic to your store, okay? There's a lot of different ways you can go about that. So now that you have your social media optimized and you're ready to start talking about your digital product, you need somewhere to sell this digital product, right? I would recommend setting up a Stand Store platform. Of course, I'm a Stand Store girly, whatever. Stand Store might not be in your budget though. They do have a $30 plan or a $99 plan, but there are other alternatives for different platforms to host digital products. You have Beacons, you have Gumroad, which is free. You have Shopify. I see people do Shopify. It just all depends on your budget, and just pay attention to the fees that are associated with each platform so you can make sure that it matches your budget. Now, I don't recommend in the startup process that you go with platforms that are going to take the most fees. So for example, I used to be on Etsy. I don't recommend Etsy for a lot of reasons when you're first starting off. Now, some people might, but for me, for one, I want all of my profits, okay? Etsy has a lot of fees for me and I just couldn't do it. Plus, there's a lot of cheap products on there, and my products, I really don't want it to be cheap, and it's like that because it's a lot of competition on there. So I would recommend starting my own platform, marketing my own traffic to my platform, and building my brand that way. And in order to set up like a Stand Store or any type of store, you really don't have to be a techie person because they have templates. So if you're like, oh my gosh, I don't even know how to set up a store, I don't know how to build a website, don't worry, you really don't have to. The only thing that you really have to do is use the template options that they give you. You can always do research. So there's a lot of YouTube videos teach you how to set up a Stand Store. Some of the courses I have teach you how to set up a Stand Store, all things like that. But you want to make sure that you set up your store and your social media for success in order to get people to come and, you know, connect with you. Now, a lot of people say, well, okay, I have my store set up, I have my social media set up, but I don't have an audience. Guys, that's why we post the content. This is why you're always going to be on social media, because nobody has an audience. Anytime you see anybody with a lot of followers or a lot of things, the followers didn't just come, right? They built the audience. So a lot of people are like, well, she can do it because she has that many followers. Yeah, she built her followers, and you can do the same. Social media is just building. That's all it is. You just build, and you do that by talking about certain things and getting certain people aligned with what you're talking about, and that's how you build your audience. Now, if you start to, you know, build that audience and you're like, well, okay, I'm marketing my product on social media. Okay, I have a digital product I created, and if you need a done for you digital product, I will link my favorites below. But I have this product I created. Now I need to market it. Now I need to, you know, get people to it, and it's not working. I highly recommend that you start with a lead magnet. Okay, so you need a lead magnet, and sorry if I'm going fast, stay with me. You need a lead magnet. A lead magnet is a free resource that's going to gear people to your paid product, right? So it's a free template, free resource that has to do something with your paid product that's going to get people to give you your email. Okay, people are not going to give you their email for nothing. Okay, you have to give them something. So make sure that the free thing that you're offering, your lead magnet, gives them some value, so that it makes them put in their email. So now you have an email list that you own that you can then market your products to. Remember, you have to give to get. You can't just take, all right? So you have to give something. So don't be afraid to give free value, y'all. Most of my communities that I have, I've built them by giving out free value, free knowledge. In my content, I'm talking about ways you can do X, Y, and Z, how you can go from X, Y, and Z, different resources you can use, how you can do this, and this. Like, I'm literally teaching people in my content to get them to my paid products, and then they're converting that way. So do not be afraid to give free value when you're doing this business. That is going to make you the most money, by giving value first, then just taking. And some people might say, well, you know, no, you need to convert, you need to convert, you need to convert. You do not want to start off converting your audience. You want to build that authority first, get them to trust you, get them to know you, get them to like you, and then offer your products and services. That's the best strategy, I'm telling you. Now, in order to create good content, you have to know your audience, right? So you got to know what frustrates them, what makes them mad, what are their fears, what are the desires, what do they want to learn how to do. So in my content, I always talk about the freedom that I have, right? I always share my story. One thing you're going to do in this space is learn how to be just a little bit vulnerable. Now, you don't have to tell your full business, but learn how to give some insight, learn how to be valuable, and share your story with people, because people connect with stories. So in my content, I'm always talking about how I was sad, my startup story, how I wanted to change my life around, how now I did that and I'm able to travel, I'm able to experience things, I'm able to grow, I'm able to connect with people, and people love that. I know by sharing my story that a lot of people connect with that and they relate to that. They like, well, I want to learn how to travel. I want to be, you know, I'm tired of, you know, working all these long hours. I'm tired of, you know, being paycheck to paycheck. I'm tired of not having the freedom. So I talk about those desires and those fears and those frustrations in my content, and that gets people to resonate with me, because they feel like, okay, I feel like I could trust her. I feel like I know her. I feel like we are going through the same things, right? And then now I'm not just, you know, making content, I'm fostering community, and I'm getting people engaged with me, and I'm getting people to click my products. Okay, this is just my quick little video just telling you, get into digital products, get into digital marketing, turn this phone into an asset. Don't just be on social media scrolling. And literally, digital products can change your life. Solving people's problems can change your life. And like I said, it does not have to be a super big, a super hefty, super major problem. It could be something so little as teaching somebody how to grocery shop, teaching somebody what to do when they get out of a relationship, teaching somebody how to, you know, do their hair. It does not have to be so deep, but it does need to solve a problem, and it does need to be validated. I'm telling you guys, take this and start working on it today. It does not take long. You could literally set a store up in like 30 minutes. You could create a digital product within like a week, or you can go the done for you product route, like I always tell you guys in my videos, and have a done for you product that somebody already created and start marketing that. You know what I'm saying? It's just so many things that you could do to build wealth online, and I just want to share it. Okay, now, like, I didn't think that I would be in the position I am. I run 3 communities. I'm a Stand Store ambassador. Like, I get to do so many things, and it all started with me taking a risk, not being scared, putting myself out there, posting my content, and really getting people connected with me. So I want you guys today to stay committed. Say, I'm ready. I want to do something different. You could do this with a 9 to 5. You don't have to, you know, directly quit your job yet. You could literally start now. It takes nothing, okay? But just make sure that what you're doing is valuable. You're taking the time to do research. You're taking the time to learn, and that you step out of your shell. I'm telling you guys, nothing changes if nothing changes, okay? Last year I was in a super bad position and I had to pick myself up. Nobody is coming to save you. Nobody is going to pick you up. Nobody is going to do that. You have to do that yourself. You have to be the one to lock in. And let me tell you this, if you are in a bad environment where people don't resonate with you, they don't understand, get away from those people. It's a lot of people out here who will push their fears and their frustrations on you, so now you're stuck and you're stagnant because you think you can't do it. I want you guys to start looking at the people who are doing it and not the people who are talking bad about it. Start looking at the people who are doing it, who are successful in it, who is doing the things that you want to do, the people you want to be like. Do not take advice from people you don't want to be like. That is the stupidest thing ever, okay? So I really encourage you guys to start your digital products, start using your phone to create income opportunities and really lock in, join communities and talk about your products, okay? If this video helped you, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe and leave a comment below. Like I said, I do have a lot of resources for you guys. If you don't know where to start, I will link them all below. I love you guys and I hope you take your digital marketing journey serious, okay? Goodbye.